When my mother said, "Honey, we forgot to book your seat," I nearly laughed out loud. Forgot? People forget wallets, anniversaries, names at reunions. They don't forget the only son. Not for a wedding they'd been planning for a year. They told me the flights were full, the hotel had no rooms, maybe I could watch the ceremony via livestream. I said, "That happens." Then I hung up, gathered my things, and disappeared. Nobody seemed to notice how silent the family chat got after that. I used to be the reliable one, the mediator, the person who remembered everyone's birthdays, who arrived early to set tables, fix lights, calm tempers. My sister Amelia was the golden child, magnetic, messy, the type who got away with anything. She could set the house on fire and they'd compliment the warmth. As kids she took credit for my ideas, my grades, my work, and I let it slide because that's family, right? You love them anyway. You tell yourself the ledger will balance someday. It never did. A month before the wedding I helped my mother with the invitations. I arranged the guest list, confirmed the catering, even suggested the band. And yet when it came time to buy my ticket, they forgot. The truth was they didn't want me there. Not because they hated me, that would have been clearer. They simply didn't need me anymore. Amelia was marrying into money. Her fiancé's family was flying in from Maui and hosting everyone at their private resort. I no longer fit the picture, the quiet son with a corporate job, the one who didn't post enough, didn't sparkle. So they erased me. While they sipped champagne beneath Hawaiian palms, I sat alone in my apartment watching the livestream. My mother weeping, my father laughing, my sister radiant. She wore the necklace I'd bought her last Christmas. She didn't mention it. The camera swept across and my seat was empty. That's when the idea first formed. I didn't plot revenge out of fury. Fury is loud and sloppy. I planned it from silence, the kind that sharpens you. I began with information. Amelia's new husband, Nathan, worked at his father's real estate firm, a tightly run business with a lot of murky corners, tax tricks, shell companies, offshore accounts. I didn't go digging for dirt, it was exposed, practically unlocked. I had a way in from an old consulting job I'd done for their accountant. Funny how people never change passwords. At first it was mere curiosity. Then curiosity turned into something else. I followed transfers, traced shell entities, uncovered fake charities. I drew a map, a lattice so tight it could choke reputations. All it needed was exposure. A year went by. No calls, no texts, just the occasional family photo, dinners, birthdays, perfect smiles. Then the anniversary came. I mailed a card. Gold envelope. No return address. Inside was a photograph not of me, but of Nathan's private account statements, stamped and tidy, with a note, "You married into everything you deserve." 2 weeks later the headlines exploded. Fraud scandal engulfs Hawaii real estate firm. Money laundering, tax evasion, Nathan's father indicted, assets frozen. Instantly, Amelia's golden sheen dimmed. Her wedding photos vanished from social media. Friends stopped tagging her. The family group chat buzzed for the first time in months. Panic, confusion, denial. I stayed quiet. When Amelia finally messaged, just one line, "Was this you?" I stared at the screen a long time before typing, "You forgot to book my seat." I found my own. I didn't send it. Not yet. I waited until she had nothing left. The house, the cars, the friends who loved her for her husband's name more than for her. When the divorce appeared on the court docket, I sent the message. Read. No reply. Last week I went home for the first time in over a year. My mother looked older, my father subdued. Amelia wasn't there. They said she was getting help. I made myself coffee, sat in my old chair, and listened to the quiet. It felt odd, almost peaceful. They asked if I'd known anything about Nathan's company. I said, I'd never heard a word. My mother reached for my hand. "We've missed you, honey." I smiled. "That happens," I said. "People talk about revenge like it's fire, wild, blazing, uncontrollable. They're wrong. Revenge is water. It takes the shape of the vessel you pour it into. It moves quietly and patiently until it fills every crack they left inside you. And when it finally spills over, it doesn't burn. It drowns.